Twitch did follow up and gave a statement, but didn't really like address what happened. But Dan Clancy actually made a statement through Twitch. So this is the whole statement right over here. First, I want to be upfront and take accountability for the security incident that occurred during Emiru's meet and greet. It shouldn't have happened, and we take that very seriously. We failed both in allowing it to occur, and in our response following, we mismanaged our communications about the incident, and that includes the comments. And I apologize to Emiru for all that took place. Of course, he said that they started to work with law enforcement and stuff like that, but that guy was basically able to freely just leave the
premise. He just walked out for free. Pay Money Wubby released a clip actually showing that at the time that Emiru was assaulted and all that was happening, Dan Clancy was actually with him at like some creator party. So Wubby released that clip. And then of all the people to interview Dan Clancy afterwards about like safety and all this shit, they got fucking Taylor Lorenz to do the interview. Exactly. I was like, literally the bitch that doxed libs of TikTok that Tim Pool bought a billboard about that situation for. Because much like we saw in like the Sweet Baby Inc. situation, as soon as they were called out for doing something shitty, all of the journalists closed ranks and started trying to lie about what happened, try to rewrite who the bad guys were. It's like, it's all incestuous and grotesque.
Yeah, absolutely. So what we're doing moving forward for the meet and greets, we've begun a complete analysis of the incident that took place, as well as other issues that came to our attention after TwitchCon concluded. We're examining everything, and from how we do signups, the layout to increase security controls. We're also doing a comprehensive review of all event safety and security, and we'll be making updates for future TwitchCons. While we won't be sharing all security updates for privacy and safety reasons, we will keep our community informed about changes that directly impact attendees. So I believe there's like a video that came out. I forgot who posted it, but like there's these people that had a +1. They just went in without like getting checked and stuff like that. So like it's not just Emiru, but like anyone could have like gotten like assaulted or maybe worse.
Yeah, if they were checking +1s, that's crazy. I was talking to a few friends of mine, and like you have to pay for an additional ticket to like get into the partner parties. And I had some friends who were partners who like just scanned their bracelets and were able to go in. So it's like, why even pay for the ticket if you can just get in anyway? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. We have heard concerns about IRL streaming at TwitchCon. Twitch has evolved over the years, and IRL streaming is a part of Twitch. But we need to ensure that TwitchCon meets the needs of a variety of participants. We will be reviewing how we handle IRL streaming at TwitchCon, and we'll have more to share soon. So, of course, is basically, I would say Dan Clancy probably would not have made this statement if
this sounds like a very forced PR kind of statement.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, and of course, Emiru hasn't really been streaming, and then today she made a video. So she addressed it and talked about how everything happened and what's going to be happening moving forward. How it's going to be her last TwitchCon and stuff like that. She's not going to be going. She's worried for the safeties that people who do not have the resources that she does, right? Or like bigger streamers that have, like, she spent over like $10,000 on security. And what about smaller streamers and stuff like that? So I feel like this is just a forced apology and for PR, like you said. But more importantly, she also added the whole Mizkif stuff. And have you heard about that one?
I know nothing about her and Mizkif. I had a bunch of clips sent to me, but I didn't get a chance to watch them because I was really wrapped up in something on stream today.
Yeah, so she has
just came up earlier today. I have no idea about Mizkif.
Yes. So the entire video is actually. Oh, my bad. The entire video is actually on her channel. So like it's an hour and a half.
Kirby's.
Yeah, that is a lot. That's a lot of Kirby. So she talked about the whole Dan Clancy Twitch stuff. It's like that's like the first 15 minutes, and the rest of it was about Mizkif.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So
wow.
Okay. It's a lot. So for me, I see a lot of the clips with her and Mizkif and stuff like that, and immediately for me, I'm like, I wonder if they're dating. Right, and this is like several years ago, and of course, just by just
I just assumed they were in OTK together, right? So I was like, oh, obviously the OTK people are going to do stuff together.
Yeah. So basically, she revealed earlier today that Mizkif has been indirectly threatening her for a while now. So
or what? Sorry.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and let her talk about it, but in short, they were in a relationship for a little bit. And since he was the biggest streamer, like she lived in Kansas. It's like, okay, let me bring you over here. Sort of like what they did with Tectone, right? Mizkif also did this with Tectone. Say, hey, you're in from Canada. I'm gonna lend you $100,000 for you to come down to Austin.
Holy
right?
shit.
So what happened with her is just like
Canadian?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Oh yeah, I didn't know either.
Yeah, he was he's Canadian, and he came down here, and basically Mizkif sort of like, hey, you owe me that money. I need it now. You know, I remember I told you like you have a certain amount of time for you to pay me back. I need that money now. So sort of like there's a lot of like bad blood between him and Mizkif already, right? And a lot of people did not trust Tectone and stuff like that. But like for me, I've been following Tectone when he was still playing Genshin when I first started streaming.
I just messaged him and I told him I can't believe I found out you're Canadian on someone else's podcast.
That's awesome. But yeah, so I guess there's a lot of stuff that happened. So these are some clips that were highlighted on Yeet, so we can actually watch these together.
I don't want what happened to me or what has happened to other people because of him to happen to other people. And I don't believe he will ever stop behaving the way he does. But regardless, yeah, like I said, one of the main reasons I decided to do this stream is to come out about all of this because I can't hold on to it any longer because it feels wrong to do so. And an honorable mention reason for why I'm doing this is that for a while, he has been indirectly threatening me through my friends and people that I work with. They've informed me that he said that if I ever talked about anything he did, he would try to create a smear campaign against me in retaliation. I was told that he even approached other streamers who were close with us back when we lived together, asking them if they would join with him, and they all refused. At TwitchCon, he approached one of my employees, threatening them and saying if I ever talked about him, he would destroy me. Multiple people have told me that his plan was to claim that I kill animals and that I killed my own rabbits since I had several of my rabbits pass away over the course of 3 years while I lived with him.
Yeah, it's just like this is just like the beginning too. This is when she mentioned, and then she elaborates and how like they were like broken up at a point, and he would like DM her like 40 times like at a given moment and saying that, oh, I messed up and stuff like that.
That is fucking insane.
Yeah.
And to hear this coming out of her on the heels of like Rich Campbell being completely vindicated from that whole lawsuit, I was just like, damn, what other shit is going on that we didn't know about?
Yeah. Like I was watching it earlier today, and I can't believe like for me, like to be honest, like I don't watch Mizkif. I only seen some clips of that he was in. But for me, like I didn't really care too much about him. Go ahead, Gary.
Yeah, I was gonna say whenever I see Mizkif in my feed, it's always like he did something. Like the last thing I heard about this guy is when he did something in Japan too. Sometime when Johnny Somali was very prominent.
Yeah,
he did like the
was
climbing of the
from,
tree,
like cherry tree branches, and then Kaho Shibuya called him out.
Yeah, and yes, someone interested. Yeah, didn't he celebrate Charlie Kirk? So what happened was that he was live, and he's like, "Wow, what a shot!" Right, and he was banned for it for like a day or so. I forgot how long he was banned for or like suspended for, right, off of Twitch. But like he knew, like even Asmongold. I was watching Asmongold talk about this, and he said that he started to like distance himself from Mizkif for like about 6 months already. Like ever since all this stuff came to light, and now that this whole thing with Emiru, she talks about it, how like one time like he's like violent. He's a violent guy. Like he would throw stuff at her, and like she says multiple times, "I don't like what you're doing. Stop throwing stuff at me." And one time he threw a phone at her face and hit her eye, and she got a black eye for it.
Oh, fuck, so, dude, I've been in that position, unfortunately. So I can only imagine like how scared she must have been to come out and say this shit. And I know a lot of people be like, "Why didn't she say anything sooner?" And it's like, when you're a public figure, you want to deal with as little bullshit as humanly possible, because you have so much you're already dealing with constantly, and to have someone of like Mizkif's size and the potential that like people would join in with him just to ruin you, because like even if they don't believe the shit that he says, some people might just want to be like, "Oh well, yeah, let's take her down a peg. You know, we can get viewers from her getting knocked down, whatever." Like that kind of attitude would scare you. Like I wouldn't.
Mhm.
I would be worried to come out and say shit too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I
exactly.
remember they had this, I think it was a sponsor stream. I think I forgot, was it for Rust? I forgot what game it was. And they were like streaming at the same time. And she basically beat him and surpassed him in viewership. And you can immediately see his attitude change live because he probably had her stream pulled up. And they were dating at this time, so they lived together. And you could totally tell like he got pissed off. And he's like, okay, guys, I gotta end the stream. Yeah, I gotta end the stream. And she's like, what's going on? Right. And then
Wow.
he starts slamming the door multiple times, like really, really loud behind her. And she was like, guys, I gotta go to the restroom really quick, right? So he goes and checks up on him, and he's like super upset. And he's like, you're all right? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, what do you want? And it's just a very like unhealthy relationship between them.
That's
And like
really weird.
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
so she started crying, and she was gone for like a couple. I forgot how long she said she was gone for, but like she had to fix her makeup because of she was crying, right? So she had to come back, and then you can tell like the vibe was off. And it's imagine having a sound like a noise gate right on your OBS,
Yeah.
right? That the
And
door
it still
slammed in
went
the back.
through.
It still went through.
Still went through. Holy shit.
Yeah, so like and if you actually look at Mizkif's like streams and stuff, like there was like in like later on there's like holes and like in the background because like he's busting through holes and walls and shit like that. So she feels
Literally a Kyle.
yeah. So it's very, very scary. And for me, like hearing this it's like you're trapped in this relationship where you feel like, oh, I'm sort of indebted to this guy because he sort of helped me a lot, right?
Yeah.
And she said that this guy came off as a very genuine guy in the beginning, right? Oh, hey, you should move down here. It seems like you're a girl living by yourself. You have stalker issues. Let me protect you, right? Let me protect you. And so far, and they got together, what, 2000?
And then he dropped that mask fucking hard.
Yeah. It's very, very scary. So let's go and finish this clip here.
I'm sure he's probably listening now, and it's probably going to come as quite a shock to him that this information made its way back to me and that I've known for months. But if you try to threaten me to stay quiet, especially using my poor dead animals, I'm not going to stay quiet. Okay.
Yeah, so this is one of many clips, and the whole entire video, like an hour and 30, is on her channel. So it's she looks like she's been through a lot, and it's not helping that like one time, like this one of them where let me see if I can find it. It's because there's one where like this is the part that I missed. Oh yeah, here's another one said that like he was destroying walls, banging on doors, screaming, and if we were driving the car, he would drive over 150 miles an hour because
What
like
the
Mr.
fuck?
Beast, like Mr. Beast didn't
yeah.
like get him into like Mr. Beast did not invite him to like a streamer thing that he was doing.
Yeah,
So he's
like,
like-
that's another thing with him. Like he doesn't get invited to events. He gets crazy. Apparently, he goes
Yeah.
ballistic.
So this was
I
the
had
one.
these two that my mods had sent me earlier that I couldn't get to on stream, so these might be relevant to what you're showing.
Yeah. So here's another one. This one I didn't listen to this one yet, but this one is I just only read the actual summary on this, but this one's pretty messed up as well.
And I was crying like crazy because the emotions were just very high because I was dealing with a lot of major shifts in my life as a result of me attempting to start to try to distance myself from him. So yeah, we were just talking and I was crying a lot. He started to try to comfort me by hugging me while I was sitting on the couch and holding me really close to him. And when this was happening, we hadn't talked in quite a while, and I'm usually very uncomfortable with being touched a lot by people that I'm not in a relationship with. But I let him hold me while I was crying. And he started kissing me in my face, and I let him do it. I was still sobbing a lot. And then, suddenly, he tried to climb on top of me and aggressively shoved his hand down my pants. And, I screamed. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Who does that while you're fucking crying? That's insane.
Yeah.
yeah. So
Holy shit,
that
man.
is that it's like, you know, like, are you not reading the room? It's like, what the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
more like he's reading the room perfectly for some sort of fucking psychopath who's like, oh, she's incredibly vulnerable and in a state that I can take advantage of. Time to
Yes.
fucking go, brother. Like, that's literally disgusting behavior.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's crazy, man. Yeah, I 100% agree with you. I think it's just, oh, she's vulnerable right now. This is my shot, right? This is where I
Yeah.
can get
Yeah.
back. And we do know that there was like allegations and stuff like that he went through. I forgot what it was. But it just he had a bunch of allegations that were happening, and he was trying to, you know, recover in terms of being a streamer. Like, oh, you know, that's the reason why I went to LA. That's the reason why I went to Japan, so I can get my viewership up and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But
I
he
vaguely
knows that.
remember that, but I don't remember what the allegations were either.
Yeah, I don't know what they were, but I'm not sure if it's like sexual misconduct or anything like that. But it's just like, yeah, it's like if this was done behind, you know, closed doors and stuff like that. So this is very, very, very scary for her.
Yeah. And when I screamed, he jumped off me like a cat, like. And instead of apologizing or checking if I was okay, he said, I feel weird now. I feel like I did something wrong. I have to go. And he immediately left my house while I was still crying without checking if I was okay or anything. And at the time, I was still making excuses for him, and I was still afraid of causing trouble for other streamers around us, or like, you know, making things weird for viewers. I know that probably sounds crazy, but like I just felt this pressure, like I had to try to keep things together, if that makes sense.
It sounds crazy to people who aren't streamers, but if you've been in like content creation long enough, you know how crazy like the insider baseball gets. And it'll what she's saying sounds absolutely crazy to like any viewer watching, but I promise you it is far
It's
crazier than you could
real.
ever imagine.
Yeah. So
And, yeah, some people in chat are saying, I saw someone comment like she might be lying. They don't believe her, but I'm more in the yeah. It's good point in a sense that it's her word against Mizkif's, but like for me, it's like Emiru's already so big. Like, what does she have to gain by fabricating a lie like this? If it's assuming it's a lie, I don't see.
Well, I was gonna
any...
bring that up too because like Amaranth did that, and like I believed Amaranth the first time that she had talked about being abused by her husband. Like her crying was very believable. All of that was very believable, but then like a year and a half later, she was just back to doing like the same exact shit. Like the husband she claimed was like forcing her to do OnlyFans and whatnot. She was still with him. And so I was like, okay, well clearly she's a lying bitch. But I don't think Emiru has anywhere near the reputation that Amaranth did. I have never heard a bad thing about Emiru, either like in public or behind the scenes. I am much more willing to take the word of someone like Emiru than someone like Amaranth. Sure, she could still be making it up, but I do not think she is.
Yeah, and and chat was saying, and I wanted to say this too. Yeah, she has a bunch of screenshots. She has receipts.
Good.
Of,
If
like,
she has receipts,
other
that backs
GMs.
up her case even fucking
Then-
more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and she said that maybe Mizkif might do like she might, you know, get sued by him and stuff like that. We're not sure, but like it's just like this guy just feels like he's unwell. Like he crashed out over the fact that she played a tank in World of Warcraft because he was gonna play a tank in World of Warcraft. It's like, now if you do better than me, people are gonna say that I suck in World of Warcraft. It's like it's this whole optics for him is very,
That's
very
so
important.
weird.
Yeah, it's like who cares? Play a different character, man. Play a different class. Who cares, right? But I'm gonna drop the link to her full video so you guys can check it out yourself.
Yeah.
It's pretty long. It's very in depth, so you guys can go check it out yourself.
And
There it is.
one thing I really do hate is like the amount of women online like Amaranth, like the weird fucking chick that accused Rich Campbell, like all these people that just like make shit up. They make it so much harder for people who are actually victims of stuff to come out and tell their story because everyone is just going to heavily scrutinize even more. And it doesn't matter like how many receipts you show or how many like recordings you have or DMs you have. There's still going to be people that are like, well, she could have omitted things, she could have made it up still. Like I don't believe it because it's a pattern that's happened so often with so many women lying about these things just to fuck with dudes
Mhm.
That it's so hard for people, and that's why I feel bad when it does happen, because it's like you're fighting this uphill battle not only against the person that either like assaulted you or did something bad to you, but you're fighting the uphill optics battle because of all the women who have lied about this.
Thanks for checking out this segment from the Project Eggroll podcast. Make sure to catch us live every Saturday at 7 p.m. Also, be sure to subscribe, and we will see you all there.